Sisters give birth on the same day. When the doctor looks at the babies, his jaw drops to the floor. Both girls had their babies on the same day. They're twins, so it's not just a coincidence. Twins being pregnant and giving birth on the same day is unusual. After the birth, the doctor made a surprising discovery. He was shocked when he entered the delivery room and thought he was seeing things. But after blinking several times, he realized it was real. Identical twin sisters Lily and Ariana were born 17 years ago in an isolated community. They grew up inseparable, doing everything together. Lily and Ariana played together, shared the same friends, wore identical clothes, and were even in the same class. Their bond was so strong that their mother sometimes struggled to tell them apart. As they grew up in a community where traditional roles expected girls to marry early and start a family, Lily and Ariana wanted to ensure they could stay together. Their biggest wish was to have children at the same time and raise them together, ensuring they would never be apart. However, their dream faced a hurdle when their mother discovered they were both pregnant. At 6 months along, their mother noticed their weight gain and suspected something was amiss. When she caught them comparing their growing bellies, she realized the truth. "What is the meaning of this?" she cried silently, looking at her daughter's swollen bellies. The girls were scared and anxious, covering their bellies with clothes, but it was too late. Their secret was discovered, and her mother was furious. Not because of the pregnancy, but because they weren't married. A shame. She calls their father and threatens to separate the girls as punishment. Lily would live with her strict aunt, and Ariana would stay at home with their mother and cry. The twins begged their mother to let them stay together, but to no avail. The two sisters did not see each other for 4 months until the delivery day. In the night, Lily suddenly felt a sharp pain in her stomach, and when she looked under the blanket, her whole body was bloody and drenched. She screamed in fear, and her aunt rushed to her room. When she saw the bloodstain, her aunt quickly grabbed Lily's arm and pushed her down the stairs to the car. There is not a single moment to lose. She has to go to the hospital right now. The tires screech as they went to the nearest hospital after Lily was immediately taken to the emergency room. Then, when Lily started giving birth almost immediately, because the baby was stuck in the birth canal, it could become dangerous if it goes on for too long. With all of her might, Lily pushed her baby out into the world, and finally, here he is, her little man. It's been a difficult birth for Lily, and she will have to stay in the hospital for a while. When she was taken to her room to rest, she felt a lot of emotions. On the one hand, she is delighted with her baby, but on the other hand, she misses her sister. She hadn't seen her since her mother broke up with them a few months ago, but when she arrived in her hospital room, a very special surprise awaited her. Because there, on the other bed, her older sister Ariana was lying with her baby in her arms. It looks like it's used to do both. Two sisters born on the same day. Lily and Ariana sought each other. They wanted to jump out of bed to kiss, but the nurse stopped them. "There's plenty of time for that. Rest first," she said softly. The girls' beds were placed next to each other, and they were chatting. They missed each other so much that the rest will have to wait. The biggest surprise came when Lily's doctor walked into the room to see how she was doing. He thought he was going crazy for a moment. Not only did he see two girls with their child, but two young men who looked exactly alike. He blinked a few times, but no, the picture remained unchanged. Confused, he directed this particular thing to some people. "I feel like I'm seeing a couple," he said as he walked over to the bed, laughing. Lily and Ariana shook their heads. "No, it's Colin and John, who are the fathers of our children, also identical twins," they declared in unison. "That is unprecedented. A pair of identical twins dated another set of identical twins and were born on the same day. Because it's so special, the news, the twins, and their children are closely watched by the media." She was taken to the hospital, and her mother, Karen Kennedy, who was in the hospital with Lauren, then had to split her time between the two daughters. Lily, a former Hillside High School student, gave birth to her baby Jaden, who weighed 7 pounds 5 ounces, and just 5 hours later, Lauren welcomed little Sophia, 6 pounds 14 ounces. Talk about becoming a mom for the first time. Lauren says it's really good and Sophia is doing great. "I was really shocked when Lily went into labor. My mom and dad are both a lot of help," said Philip, who said Lauren and Lily stayed at the family home until they settled down. "I said I was waiting to finally be able to find my bed. I was on the couch, but it was okay. I take advantage of everything. Lauren is going back to her own home today, and I'm moving in with her briefly to help her out. We are all made curious about how they work." Today, 4 years later, two sisters have made their biggest wish come true. They live in two beautiful houses next to each other and are raising their children with their husbands and twin brothers, Colin and John. They moved away from the traditional commune, which has turned its back on them because they are pregnant out of wedlock. There was a blow to the young girls where they lost a family they had a very special family. In return, two young families are always very happy together and do not trade this experience for the world. These shocking stories don't end there. anyone watching TLC's Extreme Sisters might wonder if two of the sisters are pregnant. Anna and Lucy are sisters from Australia. They do everything exactly the same way, from their hair to their outfits, their food intake, and even the things they say. Extreme Sisters is a TLC show that caught the attention of several twin sisters, people with very close relationships. Brooke and Bailey, Patrick's son Patricia, Brittany and Brianna, Christina and Jessica, and Anna and Lucy told viewers about their lives. Australian sisters Anna and Lucy from Sydney are part of the Extreme Sisters cast. The 35-year-old twins are inseparable and spend their days wearing identical outfits, hairstyles, and even going for the same plastic surgery to keep their bodies 100% the same. There's nothing like a close family bond, but Anna and Lucy take things to the next level since they also weigh their food to the same weight to ensure that they themselves are the same weight. In the 2021 series, both Anna and Lucy explain how they are supposed to be pregnant at the same time. "I don't want to go through pregnancy or motherhood without the other." They visit a doctor who says it's possible that both twins will be pregnant at the same time. Although the doctor seemed quite annoyed with this detail, Anna and Lucy took a pregnancy test. However, during the show, their first attempt turned out negative. Then there's Ben, who is Anna and Lucy's boyfriend from Sydney. Ben has been dating the sisters for over 10 years. However, they cannot get married because it is against the law in Australia. Despite this, they really want to have a baby together. The show featuring them aired on TLC in 2021. Ben is 36 years older than the twins, but he supports their relationship. He respects their feelings and treats them like individuals. He doesn't see anything wrong with their relationship. In Northern California, 4 sisters are all pregnant during the coronavirus pandemic. Caroline, Mygasette, and twins Haley Andrews and Katie DeAngelis were born 18 months apart. They are excited to raise their new babies together. Haley, who is 33 years old, talked about the TV show on Wednesday's episode. She said, "I think Katie started the trend and people followed soon after. We all had a little bit of competition, but we all really want to have it going through the experience together. So it was just one of those things where Katie got pregnant and it was like, God, should we all jump on board?" She kept going and it has worked very well since the age of 33. Katie's baby boy was born on April 2nd. Emmy, who is 31 years old, is expecting her baby on June 11th, and Haley's due date is July 5th. Caroline, who is 29 years old, is due to give birth around July 5th. Earlier in the year, the sisters joked that they should all get pregnant in 2020 because everyone is in a limited state due to the pandemic. Amy said, "And it was like a joke. Now let's see if we can get the husbands on board, and whenever she adds, then the other one starts to show up." It was really interesting. Haley and Katie had never been pregnant before, and the sisters all turned to support each other. They have an ongoing chat thread where they talk about their experiences and support each other. It's an incredible experience to have with your sisters and best friends. It is just wonderful.